Hi guys, welcome to All Simple channel. Recently, many of you started asking me the same question in the comments that your English communication is good. How did you improve it? And honestly, I wasn't always like this. See, there was a time I could, when I could understand English, but when it came to speaking, I would hesitate. And my mind would search for words, and sometimes nothing would come out. However, over time, I started practicing a simple few things, not complicated methods, just small habits that slowly improved my communication. So, in this video, I will share 10 practical tips that helped me improve my English communication. And if you apply even a few of these consistently, you will definitely see improvement. So I think you guys are so curious for this video. With that curiosity of mine too, let's go into the video. First one, record yourself speaking. First of all, start recording yourself while speaking. Now, this may feel strange in the beginning, right? However, the moment you listen to your own recording, you start noticing things you normally ignore. For example, when you see yourself speaking in a video, you observe your pronunciation, your body language, your pauses, and your confidence level. Because sometimes we think we are speaking well, but when we hear ourselves, we realize what we need to improve. So the process is simple: speak, record, observe, improve, and repeat the process. And trust me, this is the most powerful technique. And slowly, okay, over time you do it and do it and do it, your communication becomes clearer. Second one, use every speaking opportunity. This is the most important thing which I did in my school days and even I do it in college days. See, for example, if there is a chance to speak on stage, take it. If there is a presentation, be the first one as a volunteer to raise hand for that. And if someone asks a question in class, try answering it in English. Now, of course, the beginning you may feel so nervous. However, confidence doesn't come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking many times. So the more you explore yourself, the more you explore yourself, what you do mistakes while speaking in those kind of situations, the more you become alert and the more natural it becomes the flow and everything. So you have to make yourself to expose in those kind of uncomfortable situations so that your language will grow. Third one, surround yourself with English. The third thing that helped me a lot was surrounding myself with English. In other words, I made English part of my daily environment. For example, I listened to podcasts, I watched interviews, I observed fluent speakers. But here's the important part. Instead of only listening to the words, I also observed how they structured the sentence, how they pause, and how they express ideas clearly. Because communication is not only about vocabulary, it's about how you present your thoughts. So that's the important thing. So don't just observe podcast. Do the actions and process what I said when you watch those videos. Fourth one, think in English. Now this is one of the most powerful habits. Start thinking in English. See, most people think their own, native language first and then translate it into English while speaking. The audience who are watching this can ask me, "Oh, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with translating?" See, you have to understand this clearly. Because of doing that, speaking becomes slow. However, on the other hand, when you start thinking directly in English, your communication becomes faster and smoother. There is a simple exercise. You can do it. It's simple to improve it. First one is talk to yourself in English. And second one, when you are walking, describe what you see in English. And third one, when you are planning something, think about it in English. I think, at first, it may feel awkward. Yeah, it may feel awkward because, speaking to yourself in English may feel awkward first. But trust me, gradually your brain adapts and you can see an improvement in your English and communication. Fifth one. Now, the fifth tip is actually fun, which is practice tongue twisters. See, tongue twisters help you improve pronunciation, clarity, and mouth flexibility. For example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. See, when you practice sentences like this quickly, your tongue becomes more flexible, and as a result, your speech becomes more clearer. Sixth one, use AI tools and learning apps. See, another useful method today is using AI tools and language learning apps. See, these tools or are amazing thing for you to improve your communication. It can help you practice conversations, improve pronunciations, and get instant feedback. In fact, some apps stimulate real conversations. That's the magic. So, even if you don't have someone to practice with, don't worry, you can still improve your English. As as all people say, technology, when used in a correct way, can accelerate learning and improve your communication. So use your technology very well. So, and if you use the right set of tools which you have, I am sure that one day your communication will be in a level that no one can underestimate you. Seventh one, read books regularly. See, another habit that improved my communication was reading books and English newspapers. Because reading exposes you to new vocabulary and sentence structures. More importantly, you start understanding how ideas are expressed clearly. And when you read good books regularly, your brain naturally learns better ways to communicate in a smart way. And slowly, those patterns start appearing in your speech too. That's the magic. Eighth one, use natural filler syntaxes instead of mm, like those words. See, now, this is something many people struggle with. Sometimes while speaking, we forget a word. And when that happens, many people say things like this. "Mm, uh, However, there is a better way to handle this situation. Instead of random fillers, you can use natural phrases like, what's the thing called? It's on my tip on my tongue. And you know what I mean? Like this. So these small sentences help you continue the conversation naturally, even when your mind searches for right word. So, and surprisingly, this actually makes your speech sound more natural. So no one can think that this guy is thinking so much for in between the conversations. So it helps you a lot. Ninth one, practice consistently. See, here's the important thing. Many people try to improve their English for a few days and then stop. However, communication improves only with regular practice. So even if you practice just 10 to 15 minutes every day, it makes a huge difference over time. So consistency is far more powerful than occasional effort. 10th one. This is my most important tip. Focus on clarity, not perfection. See, many people hesitate to speak because they are afraid of making mistakes. But here's the truth, my friend. Communication is not about speaking perfect English. It's about expressing your ideas clearly so people understand you. And even fluent speakers make mistakes sometimes. But they continue speaking confidently. That's the difference between 1% of people like them and other 99% of people. So don't wait to become perfect. Start speaking now and improvement when follow. So finally, these are the 10 practical tips that helped me improve my English communication. And now remember this, fluent communication is not a talent you are born with. It's a skill you build over time. And the more you practice and practice and practice, the more natural it becomes. So start small, practice daily, and slowly the English that once felt difficult will start feeling natural. And if the video helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos on communication and self improvement, make sure you subscribe because we are just getting started.